We acknowledge that our office works on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations, and our projects are rooted within these lands and those of other indigenous nations. We are mindful of the discrimination these nations have faced and continue to face, and we are humbled by our responsibility towards reconciliation within ourselves and through our projects. At Rooted, we take a deep interest in cultivating happiness through our unique process of community engagement and situation-based design. This process fosters social connections and roots people within their community. At Rooted, these are our core values. Community engagement is vital to our work, from research and pre-design to construction and post-occupancy. We prioritize growing relational roots in the community. We strive for our efforts in placemaking to reflect the knowledge of the community members we serve. We believe that every design has a context, history, and culture. Embracing the existing space leads to wonderfully adaptive projects. Our engagement involves community meals, charrettes with community members, creative events with the public, and educational lectures. Happiness is not just about the final design, but the process. Inclusivity is at the heart of our work. Emphasizing community means including all community members. We value amplifying underserved voices, including unhoused, disabled, trans, and neurodivergent community members, as well as people from diverse cultural and socioeconomic backgrounds. To create spaces that are welcoming to everyone, we engage with community members with differing needs, and we consult with experts, including Indigenous elders, accessibility experts, and acoustic design experts. Fostering such social connections builds more resilient, more rooted, and ultimately happier communities. Presence is a posture of humble attentiveness that informs our work. We celebrate and expand upon what exists, including the stories written in a place. We craft a culture of humble curiosity through walking tours and other social initiatives, and we are committed to fostering ownership by the community to cultivate happiness. Presence marks our work with collaborators and with each other. We strive to listen to community leaders, city representatives, and consultants, including construction, indigenous, and environmental minds. This humble attentiveness also highlights the collaborative ethos and team-building efforts of our firm. Who are we at Rooted? Angela engages with the relationship between humans and non-humans in urban environments. To create resilient places, her work focuses on elevating relationships between animals, people, and water. In this, her fine arts experience makes for new ways of creativity. At home, in Iyalushun, she enjoys the sun and dancing with friends. Stuart longs to see the built environment help us become more fully human as we create beautiful spaces of equity, justice, and community. A former pastor and language teacher, he has witnessed the power of placemaking in his work crafting communities of cultural, economic, and demographic diversity. His community focus also marks his love for sports, music, and travel. Rebecca is passionate about designing inclusive and sustainable communities and draws inspiration from agriculture to foster connections to nature. As a disabled designer, she is passionate about making comfortable and welcoming spaces for all. Their love of good food, plants, and crafts support their creativity in building happy communities with Rooted. With his keen interest in Vancouver's urban context and heritage sites, Patrick approaches architecture with a careful sensibility rooted in community and site that help to craft places of comfort and belonging. With his love of trace paper and pen, he brings consultation gatherings to life with sketches that animate design discussions. Ziqian is dedicated to designing and researching sustainable and resilient built environments which improve the quality of life for everyone. She works at the intersection of urban planning and architecture to bring a perspective of how municipal policies take shape. As a world-traveling urbanite, she loves to see how communities thrive in different ways around the world. Our team is very happy about the following projects. Natsamats Strathcona expresses "We are one" in the Musqueam language. The first Vancouver civic building with an Indigenous name, the mixed-use library and social housing adds a colorful splash of happiness to Vancouver's downtown east side in its focus on community and justice. Located in a historically neglected area, Natsamast Strathcona is a product of asking local residents what would make for a true gathering space. Research included community meals that slowly built new friendships. The result is an interactive library topped with 21 units of affordable housing. Rooted partnered with the YWCA Metro Vancouver and the Aboriginal Mother Center to provide safe and affordable homes for low-income single mothers and their children. Crab Park is a gathering space for temporary shelters for underserved groups. At pre-design, Rooted consulted with the downtown Eastside community to bring their needs to the attention of the city. Our team worked with the Vancouver Metal Arts Association and community members to create work clothes, clay ovens, and tools to make sporks. With the sporks crafted on site, a dinner debate was hosted for decision makers for the park redevelopment. The guests included local activists and community members, development, design, and construction teams, local council officers, and artists. Despite initial hesitation regarding the format, the project successfully brought community members and decision makers together in a constructive environment. City Park is a fun place for thousands of nearby residents and employees. A common vision of redeveloping downtown Vancouver into a highly livable, safe, and sustainable space formed the basis of this project. Community engagement was equally important, with input from a variety of stakeholders thoughtfully gathered through public charrettes. Rooted teamed up with Sky Spirit Studios to hear Indigenous input that strengthened the pre-designed stage and brought in dialogue to design mechanical and structural systems. The park features a variety of fun spaces all Vancouverites can enjoy. A cafe provides a space for relaxation, while public washrooms offer much-needed amenities. A public plaza offers a forum for formal or informal activities, while an eye-catching elevated walkway and playground prompt further discovery and play. By serving local and grassroots organizations, Rooted contributes to building happier and tighter-knit communities in Vancouver. By prioritizing community engagement, inclusivity, and presence, we address the needs of the community in meaningful ways and root people within their community.